abundance of data often functions as a screen rather than a window. The more information we gather, the easier it becomes to lose the signal in a mounting wall of digital noise. Take the digital breadcrumbs left behind in a modern investigation: a fragmented dark web thread, a massive server log dump, or a frantic eyewitness account. This is raw information, unverified, highly subjective, and structurally unusable. When organizations attempt to consume this volume without a filter, they suffer from data overload. The noise obscures real threats, leading investigators to chase false leads and eventually reach a state of analytical paralysis. Hoarding more data frequently decreases investigative effectiveness. Success depends on how deliberately and ruthlessly that data is filtered. The UN ODC Criminal Intelligence Manual is explicit on this point. Merely gathering facts is a preliminary step. As the text states, collecting information does not, on its own, result in intelligence. To reach the truth, analysts apply a specific formula: information plus evaluation equals intelligence. Intelligence is a manufactured product. It is the result of a deliberate refinement process designed to answer specific, high-stakes questions. Analysts manage this refinement through the intelligence cycle, a systematic framework used to convert raw chaos into actionable clarity. The cycle begins with planning and tasking. Before the first search begins, an analyst and a decision-maker must define the specific intelligence requirements. They establish what is already known and identify the exact blind spots that require illumination. With the target set, the process moves to collection. This is the critical choke point. To survive the deluge of open source and proprietary data, investigators deploy a rigorous collection plan. Whether they are scraping domains with tools like Maltego or gathering human intelligence directly from the field, the collection plan sets the boundaries. It keeps the gathering process legally sound and laser-focused on the requirement. A meticulously defined collection plan serves as the primary defense against drowning in irrelevant noise. Even with a tight plan, raw data arrives in an unstructured state. In the exploitation phase, that information is translated, decrypted, and standardized so it can be integrated into the analytical system. This is where investigators evaluate source reliability. By verifying authenticity at this stage, analysts strip away false positives and misattributions before they can skew the final assessment. Once the data is cleansed, it enters Phase 4, analysis. The analyst now examines the refined data points to identify underlying patterns. Structured techniques like link analysis visualize the associations between disparate actors. By mapping connections between monikers, transactions, or IP addresses, an analyst reveals clusters of activity that are often invisible in isolated reports. This stage structures an investigator's natural deductive powers. It converts a professional intuition into a formal assessment supported by evaluated evidence. The entire analytical phase exists for one purpose: to take those correlated data points and provide a definitive answer to the question, so what? That answer leads to Phase 5, dissemination. The analyst delivers the finished intelligence product back to the stakeholders who initiated the task. This delivery provides a qualitative and quantitative assessment of a specific threat. It is designed for immediate utility, offering the precision needed for a high-stakes decision. This tailored intelligence drives action. It allows a product team to patch a vulnerability, or provides law enforcement the evidence to disrupt a criminal network. Mastering dissemination ensures that major decisions are driven by evaluated reality rather than subjective guesswork. The intelligence cycle functions as a continuous loop. Each delivery of intelligence triggers fresh feedback, exposing new blind spots and generating the next set of requirements. This continuous refinement is necessary to stay ahead of adapting criminal networks and shifting platform threats. In an era of infinite information, rigorous analytical tradecraft remains the only sustainable way to identify the signal. The ultimate strategic advantage belongs to those who can systematically filter the world's noise into actionable truth.